Abusia yeni komo awo channel so ha AGH Politics Albany oni dim yembon rap political highways ni na Afenyo Markins ni sensem bia okafa eye good board ho a o kire se eye Sammy Gyamfi use good board edidi oman ni sika no onua Sammy Gyamfi ababonten so enso etimi abeyi ni ho anu a onua wa kire se Afenyo Markins nsema wo kanyina ne se good board wo se no be ensem fata na ekoso wo koketa se ene proye boade pote kroni din e kire yen amena okasai onua Sammy Gyamfi ne buafu a enya asamkoto akra na beshok se ene dim ne ho black se me monra black pastor so ye abra wademre na o probe into the matter chino Duncan-Williams enso nada woma wodina no enso etuma ono so osusuja edigu eye Afenyo Markins nchima enso enya asamkoto
Archbishop Duncan-Williams disgraces Afenyo Markins. Who is Afenyo Markins? Do you know him? He's Osahin Alexander Afenyo Markins. He is the leader of the minority in parliament. He's very vocal. He stands by his party. He says a lot of things. For some time now, he has been on the gold board. He says Sammy Gyamfi is a walking scandal. He says that Sammy Gyamfi is not doing a good job. Should they ever come into power, he will be investigated to the teeth. This is Alexander Afenyo Markins. He was speaking at Peace FM on radio. What did he say about gold board? My brother, my sister, watch this.
3 times. I don't see the need to read it the 4th time. I've read the judgment 3 times. Nowhere in the charge sheet, nowhere in the judgment is there stated they won't to me did galamsey. Must you uncle 20 years? We must see where Obieko 2 gold will wound to me as so. One can say wound to me near Dean Crawford Koye.
Yes, yes, on my coin.
Without any paper. Do they need evidence, Chairman?
Well,
Chairman, Okoto Dianubujo, justice must be seen to be done. You know, media, Abia would the propaganda no, and they would make to me, I say you obedient. But a China, no one is out to me, I would be a propaganda. Into say, no, say a kasa. Maybe they should tolerate our noise. Abia bebo one kasa.
Greetings to my.
In this video, he was talking about Wontumi. And listen to him carefully. He said that today you have the power to do propaganda. But watch out. Tomorrow you may not have it. It will benefit you if you listen to the noise of our propaganda. So that when tomorrow you don't have that power of propaganda, you will not be found wanting. This is what Afenyo Markins has preached over and over. That power will soon change hands and they will fall heavily on the NDC. And one of those he has always mentioned is gold board's Sammy Gyamfi. He says it's a walking scandal. Oh yes. And the headlines are all over, my brother, my sister. It's a walking scandal. Yes, that Sammy Gyamfi and his gold board, they are trading at a loss. And for that matter, there's a huge scandal. And that they will make sure that they deal with that. My brother, my sister, Sammy Gyamfi has responded. And what has Sammy Gyamfi said? Watch this.
As for Kojo Ponkroma, I can take some of the things he says seriously because they are not personal. Afenyo Markins is just being personal. He's a better friend, so I can understand. You can see the hatred and the bitterness in his voice. He has no issues. He stands up and he says, the issues happening at Gold Board. A lot of bad things happening there. A lot of bad things. Those one can't just say. This is the procurement infraction. This is the good board, good board. He's just looking for my attention, but he won't get it because I'm a very busy person. And if he wants me in parliament, I'm saying they should invite me tomorrow. I am ready. Economic committee, finance committee, lands and mines committee, and they should bring GTV and other media people and publicize. I'm challenging them because if I call them for a debate, they won't come. Okay, they will say they want me on oath. So they should invite me. They don't need any special committee. These are committees of parliament, standing committees of parliament. They should invite me and let me come. Public Accounts Committee, Abna Ansari, chairwoman. You are saying we are siphoning money. So call us. You were not put there to just talk. Let us come and sit down there. And then you can now cite the cases or instances of siphoning of public funds by Sammy Gyamfi and the Good Board. And let's see what will become of your reputation after that. You see, lies have a short lifespan. You understand? When I go to Public Accounts Committee, I'll swear an oath. So they shouldn't worry about that. They shouldn't worry about that at all. You see, lies have a short lifespan. And it will not be under my watch somebody with a communications background that good board, good balls, good works will be tainted with lies. Now we are busy working because there's a lot of work to do, but we are going to embark on sustained public education for reasonable minds and objective minds to appreciate the good work we are doing. We are not perfect. Man, we take criticism in good faith. We are ready for feedback. We don't know it all. We don't pretend to know it all. We are, very accommodating to divergent opinions. And that is why I'm here. But we will not allow people like the names you mentioned get away. So if they want me to appear before Parliament, I am ready. I am ready. They can invite me tomorrow, Public Accounts Committee or Committee on Economy or whatever. They should give me a Bible to swear an oath. Let's televise it and let's take their questions. They can't. They can't because it is out of bitterness. A report comes. Alfred, for example, you are one of the first people who wrote about the $1.7 billion loss reported by the IMF, right? That the information is contained at paragraph 13 of that report. When you read it, is there any part where it is said that Good Board made a loss of 1.7 billion, or Good Board is the reason for the loss, or Good Board is part of? Is there anything there like that? There is nothing. If there is something like that, Alfred, you can tell me.
No, it talks about the good for reserves component of
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You understand? We are there is
But you
nothing
also
like that.
Sammy, you know that.
A bold Sammy Gyamfi says, invite me to the Public Accounts Committee today, tomorrow. I'm ready. Because I've invited you time and again and you are not ready to come. So what kind of democracy are you talking about? What kind of propaganda noise are you talking about? The man says, invite me to the Parliament House. Let me swear an oath. Let it be televised. Bring your facts, let me bring my facts. Democracy in Akan is Kabima min Kabi, right? So come, let us talk. Speak so I speak. You are all chickening out because you cannot stand the might of this brilliant little chap born in 1989. This guy. But Afenyo Markins still goes around talking about Sammy Gyamfi the same way Sammy Gyamfi called him bitter. He said, this guy is only bitter. He says, gold board, scandal, scandal, yet he's not mentioning any scandal. Watch this.
Time our opposition, he criticized everything. I don't think that Yenyano criticism or criticizing MPP for criticize Onarankasa as an individual, even 1%. When it comes to the institution, I don't think the institutional MPP are criticizing institutional even 5%. You see, Chairman General, take this from me as my very honest view. This is me as a person. I'm young. I don't envy success because I have seen success. I celebrate success, so I don't envy success. If Gold Board is doing well, I will be one of the few or one of the many who would come and praise Gold Board.
But it's doing well.
But Gold Board is failing.
How?
Gold Board.
Why?
Gold Board is failing. It's not me who is saying it. It is the IMF that is saying it.
So that was in response to Sammy Gyamfi calling him bitter and the fact that he actually envies his success. And he said this on Peace FM when he granted an interview to my colleague Kwame Sefakai. As if this was not enough, the so much respected Archbishop Duncan-Williams also jumped into the fray. And then he gave Sammy Gyamfi his bouquet of flowers. What did he say that is making Ghana talk? And Afenyo Markins carrying an egg on his forehead. Watch this.
Many years ago, Rosa and I went somewhere, very powerful country, and we were privileged to have dinner with some of the ruling families right at the top of that country, at the Middle East. And whilst we were eating with some of the people in authority, they mentioned Ghana gold, the gold in Ghana, and did say that the amount of illegal gold that they have received and recorded from Ghana was more than the one that was recorded by the country, the nation itself. And the amount of the illegal gold they recorded that they received or bought from Ghana, the amount was 3 times more than what the government recorded and sold to that country. It disturbed me. It really broke my heart. And he did mention that the people doing this are very, very powerful people and have some very serious money. I just thought about it and I left it. Then when the gold board came in, this time around with this new administration, and put the gold board in place and started dealing with the illegal mining and trying to regulate things, I had few calls from 1 or 2 places, including that country. And they said if I knew anybody at the top, because they are not getting the supply of the gold like they used to in the past, from the black market, whatever. So if I knew somebody, they would want to approach them. And the amount of money they were talking about buying, which they were buying before, and they couldn't buy again, was a lot of money. We really need to intercede for our country. That we need to pray for the gold board. And I'll tell you why. With what I was told by this sheikh, and the calls I had that they can't get the gold like before illegally, so they want some channels to the gold board so they can purchase the gold now from the gold board. It's clear to me that the gold board is dealing with a very powerful movement. People very, very established who knows and understand the field and how to do this and don't want the right thing to be done. And in the name of politics, we are destroying the future of our children and our grandchildren. So I'm going to dedicate a lot of time to.
So Afenyo Markins has an egg on the face. That's it. Yes, it is good to criticize Gold Board. But the critique must not be subjective. It has to be objective. Now, Sammy Gyamfi is ready for a debate. You say no. You are more interested in propaganda. That is where my problem is. Meet for the debate. He's the boss of Gold Board. You are those who have all the facts. Instead of going round and making all the noise, come together to a round table and debate it so nationally we can watch you. You say, no, you are propagandists. You want to do propaganda. And when Sammy Gyamfi says, you envy me, you go and say you have seen success before. Therefore, you don't envy anyone and that you are young. My brother, my sister, this is Archbishop Duncan-Williams. He's saying he's gone round the world. He has spoken with people in the days of Nana Addo. When Galamsey was at the acme, the zenith, the top. And they were getting more gold illegally from Ghana. 3 times what Ghana was recording that it had. So if Ghana said it had 50 ounces, this year, Ghana has been able to mine gold, 50 ounces. They had 150 ounces. But since Sammy Gyamfi came with this new regime and Gold Board was founded, the sheikhs, as he said in his own words, and all these people from around the world are calling him, begging him to link them up to Sammy Gyamfi and the Gold Board so they can get a bit of the gold to buy. Why? Because Sammy Gyamfi has blocked smuggling. He's been able to deal with the illegal miners. A lot of them have been regularized into artisanal miners with licenses. But the condition is that when you mine, Gold Board must have the gold. And remember, we were the first to break the news here. How even the IMF and the World Bank were not too happy about Ghana and the Gold Board just piling up gold in order to save the economy. Remember, they made it known that the gold cannot save the economy forever. Remember? We broke the news right here. Now, this is Archbishop Duncan-Williams. He's not an economist. He's a theologian. This is Archbishop Duncan-Williams. He's saying in the previous administration, foreigners were getting gold 3 times what the whole nation was getting. But with the onset of Gold Board, headed by Sammy Gyamfi, there's a new sheriff in town. But Afenyo Markins says, no, Gold Board is not doing well. Gold Board is running at a loss. He's not the one saying it. The same IMF that does not want Ghana to pile up gold. The devil will never support any good deed. Well, to Afenyo Markins, this is Archbishop Duncan-Williams. He's saying that Gold Board is doing very, very well. You may have to check your notes again. Dash is the black pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power.
We in some of the team course what channel so Mamma was so Jim Breda, and so what they are doing.